Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to see you all. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. Can you see me? Because I can see you. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. This is my moon. How many of you have a moon in Sagittarius? Or a sun in Sagittarius will do. How many of you can say this is your new moon too? Because it's my moon. I normally don't meditate for an hour in the morning. And honestly, I think it's like a Guinness World Record when your kids are on vacation to meditate for an hour in the morning. But I did this morning because I am manifesting some big stuff in 2020. Are you too? If so, tonight's really important for you. I hope you're ready. We've got a lot of people online. I'm super stoked about it. I could not wait to get live with you. By the way, if you're in Soul Shift, make sure you go to your Facebook group because you have access to a very special offer tonight that no one else has. I've done a little holiday preview special for my students tonight. So if you haven't been in your Facebook group yet, you should head on over. By the way, I made a replica of my selenite wand, and it's on sagegoddess.com. And there aren't very many of them. So if you have been eyeing my wand, it's a smaller version, but it's also a more affordable version. My wand was $1,000. The one on the website is $59. So I tried to make you an affordable, smaller version, and yours on the website has a spinning Merkaba. Mine doesn't spin. Did you get one? Oh my God. If you want a replica of my wand that you've been watching me use forever, they're on sagegoddess.com. Did you get it? Yay! Okay. That's one of like the most exciting holiday products of the whole season. I made a smaller version at a fraction of the price. Yeah, so there's a replica of this on the website because everybody's been asking me for years. But I wasn't going to bring a $1,000 wand to you, so now you have an affordable option so that you can, but it's the same energy. It's still a twisted selenite wand with a spinning Merkaba. It's really, really cool. You're going to love it. So enjoy. Okay, we are here doing new moon ceremony. It's a new moon in Sagittarius. And the goddess that we work with at a new moon in Sagittarius, how are you guys tonight, is Diana. She's the goddess of the hunt. And I will tell you, the best part of me and the worst part of me is my moon in Sag. Which may sound really funny, but I'm going to explain what that means because it'll help you understand the energy of today. I always say I may have attention deficit disorder, or it may just be my moon in Sag. I can't sit still. I can't focus on one thing for very long. And rules terrify me. I don't like to follow rules. I don't even really like to listen to rules. That is so moon in Sag. And it, like I said, this is a Sylvia Peluso necklace, by the way. If you don't know who Sylvia is, you need to go and find her. Her Etsy shop is called Sylvia's Creations. This necklace is like 5 or 6 years old for me. It's not new, but I don't wear it very often, but I wanted to wear it tonight. So Natalie's boyfriend is triple Sag, so you understand my pain, right? No more Yule smudge bundles. Those are all gone. Now that's why you have to pay attention to the website during holidays, because when we list something, and it sells out really quick. When we're done tonight, you should head over to sagegoddess.com and see what's happening. So Sag rising, Amy Novak understands. So Sagittarians are like wild horses. They don't like to be tamed. They want to be free. Some people like to be contained. Other signs like it. Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, or I'm not Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. They like structure, confines, boundaries, because that makes them feel safe. They like process. Sagittarius is the opposite. My husband's a Virgo, and his moon is in Pisces. So we complement each other really well, but I am sometimes a real challenge for him. So if you have a fiery moon, but in particular a Sag moon, then you understand. Sarita's a Sagittarius, so you get it. Dee's a Sag sun. My friend Colin is a double Sag, which is why we get along so well. So anyway, no matter what your sun sign or moon sign is, I welcome you tonight. But now you know why you're Sagittarius friends. I won't say we. I will say I even find like, and I always have, I've always found monogamy weird. I mean, I do it. I've been married for a long time. But I still find it weird that like we're supposed to find one person and just be with that person forever. But that's the Sagittarius in me that questions that, right? Other signs are like, yeah, one person forever. That's how it goes. Sagittarius are like, really? Sagittarius likes to think of the buffet, right? Like likes to think of all the options, all the possibilities. And so tonight, here's what I want to tell you about tonight. No matter what your moon sign is, you're setting some intentions with me, okay? And so here's what I want you to hear. You need to think tonight, I gotta put my rings back on, I took them on earlier because I was mixing and blending. You need to think tonight about where in your life you need more freedom. First of all, that should be one of your intentions. Where do you want to experience liberation? And what does freedom look like for you? I know what freedom looks like for me. I've always said, do you know what my definition of freedom is? Not having to look at a clock, because I don't enjoy time, because it's a boundary, right? So for me, if I have true freedom, it means I have what I've always called unaccounted for time. I don't have to be anywhere, I don't have to do anything else, and nobody's looking for me. So that is my definition of freedom. I would like to know tonight what your definition of freedom is. When you feel free, when you feel liberated, when you feel expansive, I don't want you to just feel it tonight. I want you to like embody it, crystallize it. What does freedom look like? Because you can create freedom in your life, right? Maybe it's getting off your phone in your downtime, freedom from your job, right? Watches make Melissa anxious. Right? Financial freedom too can be what freedom looks like. Maybe it's freedom to move your body. Maybe you're dealing with pain or discomfort of some kind. And so freedom for you means being able to go and move and do without feeling confined. Maybe that's what freedom looks like for you. Athena time, it's true. Right, health, energy, dead-end relationships, being able to let those go. Being fully in love, whatever that means, right? Yes, financial freedom, again, look at that, creativity, all of those things. Freedom from chit-chat in the head. I love that. Freedom to party. Oh, I like that. Irida said, a cabin in the woods. That feels like freedom, doesn't it? And for me, it's being near big, open bodies of water. That makes me feel free, too. Away from society for Brianna. Time away from the kids sometimes for Maria, too, right? Alone time for Rebecca, right? Okay, so tonight is about two things. One, setting an intention for freedom. Because when you feel free, that's when all of the good stuff comes. That's when your creativity is activated. That's when you feel more empowered in your life, is when you feel free, like sort of removed from the confines and the constraints of your life. The other intention for tonight, and this is probably the more important one for our intents and purposes, and especially for Sagittarius, which is really about aiming, right? Defining what your outcomes and your goals are. Tonight, we're going to shoot some arrows together, because that's what Diana does. She has her bow, right, and her quiver, and she's going to shoot some arrows tonight. And I want you to think about where you want to aim your arrows tonight, what you want to manifest in 2020. And I want you to focus on three things. We're going to release 3 arrows tonight as the Huntress. Sagittarius is really good at manifesting. And I'll tell you why. We are free thinkers, so we don't really believe in limitations. And we're very clear about our goals. I want this, I want that, and I want that over there. When you can define your goals clearly and aim your arrows directly, and nothing deters you because you don't believe in limitations, there's no equivocation there, right? You're gonna achieve your goals. Most people don't manifest because they don't know what their goals are. They don't know how to aim accurately, and they totally think that they are prevented from manifesting what they seek. So because Sagittarians don't abide by those beliefs, we have a unique capacity to really manifest, I think, in many cases more than other people. So tonight, I'm letting you in on our secrets. Tonight, you have to let go of limited thinking. And here's the thing, I'm only asking you to do it until 7 o'clock. Can you just sit with me? Some of you are going, oh, I can't. I know there's limitations and I got to be realistic. Can you just be unrealistic with me until 7 o'clock my time, which is 48 minutes from now? Like, can you just set some of your boundaried, limited ideas aside just for 45 minutes and play? Okay? Melissa just got here. You're right on time, girl. We did 3 arrows last year. That's right, Cecilia. And do you know how many people achieved those exact 3 intentions? And so everybody said, can we please do the arrows again? And so that's why we're working with Diana again at this new moon in Sag. So if you already achieved your last 3 from last time, I'm giving you 3 more arrows tonight for you to shoot. And we're going to have a chance in our ritual tonight for you to define freedom. That's what's new about tonight, is defining liberation for you. What do you finally need to be free of? Limited mindsets and beliefs that maybe you grew up with, or I don't know, what you've been told by your partner or your friends or society or whatever it is that you need to be free from, because that freedom sets the stage for you to be able to and fire, right? So we're going to make sure that well, and that's right. She's like, add a 4th. Why not add? I'm a more is more kind of girl. You want to shoot 10 arrows tonight, you're welcome to. But what I've learned about the new moon is when you define your terms really clearly, you're more likely to manifest. If you leave things too open or vague, or if you send your arrows in too many directions, you want to put more energy behind each arrow. And so I would say try to really focus, maintain a high vibration. I was just telling someone this evening, a friend of mine, because what most of us do is we set an intention at the new moon and then we immediately start walking it back. So we say, oh, I would really love to have a new house, except you know what, I can't afford that, or I'm not sure, or my partner says it's really not going to, and they immediately start walking it back. Tonight, I want you to open your mind, let go of restrictions, play in this playground of possibility with me for a minute. Let me be a Sagittarius for you tonight. Aim your arrows and send them. And then I want you to keep the faith. I mean, at least for 24 hours until the moon transits to Capricorn, the taskmaster, right? So I love that. JSC said, I'm going to have 7 arrows in progress. You know what? You do your 7. I will support you and hold space for you. So good to see you. How's it going, Debbie? Wonderful to see you this evening. All right. So a couple things to tell you. I spent some time today charging these gorgeous labradorite hearts in ceremony. This is my new moon. So I took all of my energy and all of my focus, and I brought these beautiful labradorite hearts into my classroom. And these are on sagegoddess.com. They are 19% off with code FEAST19. They are the best price we've ever had on labradorite hearts, and they're super gemmy, super flashy. We have 4 different sizes. Look at this size. So don't go shopping now, but when you're done, look at this one. Aren't they gorgeous? This is the new moon stone. So what's really special is you can use this for every new moon forever from now on, and it will have been personally charged by me. So at every new moon, you'll be able to hold your beautiful labradorite heart and know that it came from my classroom and my hands, and I set the intention that whatever intention you set while working with this will come to pass in perfect time. So Team SG will put the link up for you, and those are 19% off today with code FEAST19. It's a really good deal. Also, the perfume from tonight's kit, we put a few bottles back in stock of Diviana. I'll tell you more about this perfume in just a second. So if you want more of the perfume, or if you didn't get the kit and you want the perfume because you missed the kit, those will be in the shop for you today separately, and those are also 19% off. Yeah, but don't shop now. Stay with me now. Okay. We also have next month's kit too that I want to tell you all about. Okay. So tonight we are working with our Hunt candle, and that is Gabriel's Diana, who I think is so beautiful. This candle, by the way, you don't have to just use it tonight. Anytime you are setting intentions, trying to become more liberated, opening your mind, opening your heart, focusing, sending your arrows out for manifestation, you can light that candle. We're working with our Diviana perfume, which is cedarwood, fir, black pepper, and cinnamon bark. And I love it so much. It's very sexy. And there is a tiger's eye stone inside of Divyana. We call the perfume Divyana because did you know that that's Diana's real name? That was her original name. Before she was Diana, she was Divyana. And it means to shine brightly. Isn't that cool? So if you are trying to open your mind, open your heart, expand your awareness, shine brightly into your life, to shine a brighter light for others, maybe you're trying to lead the way or become an example or live your life to embody all of the beliefs and traditions that you practice. I love the idea that Diana, who's the huntress, is also one who shines brightly. And so we thought that invoking that energy and bringing you her original name was really cool. And then your stones for tonight are some of my favorites. We have Kumbaba Jasper. You know why I love this one? And I think most Sagittarians would agree with me. Sagittarians are quite masculine. We're strong, we're direct, we're open books. You know, I mean, I've never met a Sagittarius who is closed off. We like to explore, we like to be outdoors, we like to, again, be free. And so this is the divine masculine stone of exploring your identity. And so that's one of the stones we're working with tonight. And then Dalmatian Jasper. And when I explain it to you, maybe you'll understand why I love it so much. So Dalmatian Jasper is the stone of knowing that you don't have to change your spots to please anybody else. Sagittarians are unique, they are expressive, they're usually fun, kind of exciting people. And this reminds us to remain authentic, to remain open, to be our full, true selves, and gives us the courage to embody that authenticity as we move through our lives. Isn't that fun? And then your gift in this month's kit was this arrowhead, which was carved for us at SG out of beautiful fancy agate. And fancy agate brings clarity and provides direction. It also attracts good luck and new opportunities to you. So we're going to be doing a new intention setting activity with this tonight. Are you ready? I'm so excited to teach you. You're going to use this like a pencil, and you're going to write your intentions, when I tell you to, into the air, into the matrix, into the sky. You know, in every tradition, ancient tradition, they talk about magic and they talk about using words, speaking words, writing words to imprint into the matrix, whether you call it spelling, you know, like casting a spell. The origin of the idea of casting a spell is that words are very powerful. When you say something out loud, it becomes real. And so that's why you have to either say your intentions out loud at the new moon or write them down. You have two choices, but you can't just keep them in your mind. It's really important to speak them, or tonight we're going to write them into the air. And that's going to be a fun new experience for us. Isn't that fun? So those are our tools for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and open our circle and get the directions going. We already smudged a little bit with white sage. I want to invite you to call your energy into present time. Roll your shoulders back. Begin to be aware of your heartbeat and your breath. And a Sagittarius New Moon, it's hard because we just want to go, 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 but we have to really call it into present time and start to focus our energy in order to manifest what we seek. I know, isn't it beautiful? You can use quartz, you can use anything that you feel called to. I always tell you what tools I'm using, and these are always kits that are available to you for purchase, but these sold out this time. So if you're using your own tools, I would just say use what you love. And quartz is really cool. I'm going to be teaching, by the way, in case you didn't know, I'm teaching crystal healing online for the first time in 2020. Programs are going to open for registration in about 2 weeks. And I'm teaching a brand new crystal healing class called Crystal Masters. And I'm going to be teaching you about how to program quartz. Quartz can be programmed to function as any other stone. So if you don't have fancy agate, okay, program your quartz. If you don't have Kumbaba Jasper, okay, program your quartz. And so what a lot of healers do is we just always make sure we have quartz with us. Because if we're somewhere and we're like, oh, I wish I had black tourmaline, as long as we have a quartz point, we do for all intents and purposes. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so whatever you have is perfect for tonight. Trust your intuition. You're in good shape. Okay, so I want you to roll your shoulders back. Bring your attention to your breath and to your heartbeat. And just for the next, 40 minutes, remind yourself you have nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Just be fully present in this here and now moment. And I want to begin by welcoming the guardians of the East into our sacred ceremonial space tonight. And on this beautiful occasion, this beautiful new moon in Sagittarius, this day and this time when we're all gathering right before the holidays here. It's Thanksgiving this week in the United States if you're celebrating. And so as we begin to gather and think about gratitude, we want to welcome in the guardians of the East with gratitude tonight. We're so grateful to the guardians of that Eastern gateway. They teach us how to breathe and how to create spaciousness. And as you imagine opening that Eastern gateway in our ceremony tonight, I want you to imagine a breeze blowing through. In the East, we welcome the dawn, a new day, a new cycle. This is a new moon, and so we're entering a new lunar cycle tonight. And so guardians of the East teach us tonight how to be brave and courageous, how to use and work with this Sagittarian energy to manifest something new in our lives, or maybe to take a new approach, maybe to laugh more through our life, or to experience more peace and relaxation in our lives. And manifestation doesn't have to be hard. In fact, it is quite effortless if you're willing to trust. And so guardians of the East, we just invite you in tonight to create spaciousness in our minds and our hearts and our spirits. We invite you in to open our minds to help us see things from a new perspective tonight, to liberate us from what's been holding us back this year, to free us from the challenges of this year as we prepare to bid this year farewell. We welcome you into the space. And guardians of the South, guardians of the fire gateway, tonight is your moon. This is a fire moon. And we ask you to bless us with the element of fire this evening. Teach us about courage and transformation and shape-shifting and how to become more experimental in our lives. Sagittarius teaches us how to experiment and to play and to not take it all so seriously. And so help us, guardians of the South, to embrace that curious mindset. Teach us how to be brave and how to have stamina for the challenges of our lives. Meet them with courage. We welcome the guardians of the Western Gateway tonight, the Water Gateway, the Mother Gateway. This is the gateway of emotional healing in the West. And guardians of the West, we welcome you in this evening to help with emotional cleansing and purification. I don't know about you, but I'm reflecting a lot right now on the year behind me. Places in which I could have done better, right? Places in which others could have done better, and helping me to understand and discern how to move forward into 2020 in healed space. And so we call upon you, guardians of the West, to support us through our emotional transformation at the end of this year. We also want to bless the waterways of our planet, calling in sweet blessings for all of the rivers and lakes and oceans across our planet this evening as well. We give thanks to the guardians of the West. And the guardians of the North, we call you in tonight. We welcome you. Guardians of the North bring grandfather energy and patience. The guardians of the North teach us to slow it down, right? And for how many of us? For me, I always appreciate that because I'm a go, go, go person. I'm a type A, double fire, get it done, should have been done yesterday kind of person. But sometimes that medicine of slowing down, grounding in, trusting the process, is really sweet and really welcome. And so guardians of the North, we welcome you in this evening with that grandfather energy, teaching us to be present, which is so important for a holiday week, right? We've got some of our Canadian family in the house, so we welcome you in from the North. Thank you for being here and embodying that Northern energy. We appreciate you so much. And we give thanks to the guardians of the North and welcome you. And then the guardians of the upper realm, we always welcome the vertical channel guardians too, the upper realm, middle realm, and lower realm. Guardians of the upper realm, we welcome you in tonight. These are the guardians of the angelic gateways, the Akashic records, the star gateways. And so we welcome in the guardians of those astral planes to join us as well. The astral realm governs the gateways above the sixth dimension and forward. And so everything from the sixth dimension of reality to the 12th dimension and beyond exists in the upper gateway. So we welcome in all of the angels, guardians of the star gateways, guardians of the Akashic records and cosmic library to be present with us this evening. And then the guardians of the middle world, the here and now moment, which includes the guardians of our planet, includes all of your spirit guides and my spirit guides. We welcome all of you in, helping us to enjoy this moment. I always say this, but ceremony is so magical. One of the reasons I have, and I will always, and I have always, done new moon and full moon for you for free. I've always done them for 8.5 years, every single month, at no charge to you. And one of the reasons I do that is that I think it's really important for people to experience new and full moon ceremony in community. And people join from all over the world. I think it's so beautiful. And so we want to welcome in the guardians of the middle world. Thank you for helping our community find each other, helping us to be present in this moment and to enjoy our experience, helping us to learn how to take care of each other, how to take care of our planet. We welcome you into the ceremony space. And then guardians of the lower world, which is the ground beneath your feet. And this includes the planetary ley lines and vortex points. This includes what we call the bone kingdom. These are all of your ancestral bones. This includes the mineral kingdom, right? All of the gems and crystals and minerals and fossils that are still buried beneath Gaia's surface. It's true. These moon rituals are my offering to you. I do a lot of things for free, but these are two of the things I do every month as a gift. But, I'm blessed to be able to do it for you. I really am. If there's time at the end tonight, I'll tell you the story about how these moon rituals started, because it actually started when I was a college professor and I set an intention at a new moon. And my intention was to gather people around the world at the moon phases to help them learn how to do ceremony and explore these opportunities for growth together. So us even being here tonight was a new moon intention for me. About 10 years ago, as a matter of fact. So thank you for participating and being present and doing this work, because when you do your work, you heal the planet. You really do. Every one of us plays a really important role. And so we want to thank the guardians of the lower world, Pachamama. We want to thank our planetary ley lines and vortex points for helping us plug into your energy streams and energy lines, recharging our batteries in the lower realm. Notice where your feet are right now and really plant them firmly into the ground beneath you. And imagine, just almost like you charge your cell phone battery, imagine charging your body through your feet. Imagine all of the energy of time and history and all of the crystals and minerals and, like I said, the vortex places and ley lines across our planet. Imagine pulling all of that energy up through the soles of your feet, into your legs, over your hips, through your stomach and your digestive system, into your heart, out through your arms, up through your lungs, your heart chakra, to your throat, over your third eye, up to your crown, and sending all of that beautiful planetary energy back upward to the astral dimensions. And when you do that visualization, you open your central channel and you create space for your chakras to move into alignment. Did you feel that? Like that energy just comes up and through. And then take a deep breath there. And on the exhale, send that beautiful energy out to the rest of the planet. And we welcome you, guardians of the lower world. We're so grateful for you and your steady grounding presence in our lives. And with that, our beautiful circle is open. I love that. Emerald Healer says, my feet are in the hands of a Virgo. And lucky you for that. Virgos are the best kept secret in the relationship world. I love that. You have a wonderful honey who's rubbing your feet. Okay, so I'm going to light my candle, as we always do. I was listening to one of my teachers talk about fire medicine this last week. And he was talking about how when we light a candle, like the minute we light our candle, we invoke a whole set of energies from that fire element. And it's an instantaneous reaction, and it's an alchemical reaction. And so I want you to watch your flame for a second and really feel what it means to illuminate. You are bringing light, you are bringing power, you are bringing strength, you are bringing transformation when you light that candle. We forget sometimes how powerful candle magic really is, but it's one of the reasons I work with candles every day. As a fire sign, I just find it's a beautiful way to invoke the fire element. And so you might enjoy bringing more fire into your life if you're lacking in that element. Yeah, I love that. Diane lights a candle every night for her sweet hubby. Right? And what a beautiful way to honor him, and to also to bring comfort to yourself as well. I think it's a beautiful practice. Is Heidi Cruz here? It's her birthday today. Can we all say happy birthday? And Jean, it's Jean's birthday too. Happy birthday. I'm not going to sing to you, Jean Kring. I always say it's my gift not to sing to you. It's an unpleasant experience for me to sing. But just know that I'm singing to you in my heart. If Alexis was here, she probably would sing to you, but she's in the other room. But just know we're celebrating with you, and we are wishing you the best year of your life ahead, both of you. Cheers to you guys. Yahoo! We love you. Okay, now I want you to hold your two stones first in your hands. I've got my Dalmatian Jasper and my Kambaba Jasper. Those are the two we're working with from your kit that are aligned with Diana. I forgot to anoint again with my perfume. I anointed once, but let me anoint again. Divyana perfume, by the way, is for calling in your own source of illumination. Whenever you feel like you can't find the light in your life, I want you to use this perfume. When you feel like, oh, it's so dark, or I've lost my way, or I don't have hope, or whatever it is, I want you to use this perfume. So just to touch at your third eye so that you can imagine the light. A touch at your wrist so that you create the light. And then a little bit more at my ankles. I ran out. A little bit more at my ankles for walking in the light. Isn't that pretty? There's more Divyana in the shop if you want it. We sold out of it, but we were able to put a few more bottles back into stock. So don't go over there now, but if you want it later, you can get it. May you recognize the light. May you create light. May you walk in light. Aho. I love that. Tanya Thompson's friend Laura her friend Laura's birthday today. Happy birthday to her too. Sarita's birthday is on Friday, so is Sandy's. We got all the birthday girls right now. I love my Sagittarians. I really do. Every time there's a Sagittarius born, we should celebrate, because you guys bring so much beauty and freedom and light and power to this planet. So thank you for being. Love that. Okay, so take your stones in your hands. I want you to roll your shoulders back. These are stones of, how do I put this in a way that would be child appropriate? Of not really caring so much what other people think. Because tonight I want you to liberate yourself from other people's expectations, other people's opinions. I want you to really engage just for a moment here, and I want you to set an intention for freedom tonight. Before we do anything else, we're going to shoot our arrows and everything else, but I want you to roll your shoulders back, and I want you to ask yourself, where are you restricted right now? Where do you feel kind of bound? Where do you feel judged? Where do you feel oppressed? Where do you feel held back? And I want you to imagine cutting through or pushing through those places and moving past them tonight. Almost just like you're swimming past them or pushing past them. I want you to, or, getting on your horse like Diana and riding past them. These are your Dalmatian Jasper and your Kambaba Jasper stones. You can put either one in whichever hand feels good. I've got my Dalmatian in my left hand. Where do you need to ride past, push past, burn through old structures, old mindsets? Because I'll tell you something, other people's opinions will keep you stuck. Fear of judgment will keep you stuck. It'll keep you small. And small isn't what we need. In your relationship, Crystal, I see you. Anybody else want to share where they're feeling stuck? In your identity, Jody, love that. Nicole's asking for more freedom and independence without others holding her back. I love that. Could be any part of your life, right? All of us sometimes feel restriction in certain places. And so I want you to imagine tonight, I'm going to imagine myself riding past those restrictions on my horse tonight. Freedom from heartbreak, freedom from your own opinions of yourself too. Sometimes, we are our own worst enemies. Right? I mean, we can restrict ourselves and judge ourselves. Half the time we don't need anybody else to do it, right? Or where you live. Okay, are you ready? So I want you to imagine yourself now. I want you to imagine those structures and restrictions in your life, because a lot of those are tied to limited beliefs, old beliefs that really aren't serving you anymore about what's true or possible or accurate in your life. And I want you to imagine yourself now breaking through those limitations, riding past those people on your horse. Goodbye. I mean, you might envision sort of breaking chains or breaking through handcuffs that have been on you, or whatever visual you use, but I want you to literally feel yourself expanding outside of those structures and confines in your life. And spirit guides, ancestors in the light beings, archangels, master teachers, we ask that you come closer tonight and witness us as we move past these obstacles and restrictions in our life. Help us to embody this new freedom, this new sense of liberation and expansion in our lives. Bring us the courage, the strength that we need to embody a new level of authentic presence in our lives. Once you feel free to be you, the rest is like it's downhill. For most of us, it's just about feeling free to be ourselves. Right? Jump over that fence, girl. Nicole Burns is jumping over the fence. Debbie has a handcuff key. We are getting out of it tonight. Danielle's calling in academic success tonight. Look at that. I love it. Beautiful. Bethany's liberating from health challenges, right? Camille is accepting nothing less than her worth after tonight, right? Restricting herself from others for Kathy Allman. I love it. Feeling free in her job, feeling free from spouse. Riding past. I imagine riding past and going, bye. I mean, we're not causing harm to anyone. We're just saying, oh, goodbye, people who've been keeping me really small. Bye. Bye. Put them in the rearview mirror and say goodbye. Bye. Honestly, it's better for both of you. If they want to stay in their limited mindsets and belief systems, more power to them, right? How do you learn how to let go of yourself? You learn how to love yourself. And that is, for some people, the work of a lifetime. I mean, at some point you have to choose, are you going to love yourself or not? Because that's the first line. I mean, if you don't feel worthy of your own love, it becomes very hard to feel worthy of anyone else's love, time, or attention, right? So tonight, say it with me. I am ready to love myself. And you have to learn, I'm a parent, so I feel like I have, in having my own children, I feel like I've had some practice in doing this. Like, as a parent, you love your child no matter what. You don't love them just when they're being good, and you don't love them just when they don't make mistakes, and you don't love them just when they're following all your rules. You love them no matter what. You may not like certain things that they do or say, but you love them. And so you have to learn how to do that for yourself. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fuck up. I hate to break it to you. If this is news for you, I apologize. You're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes every day. So I am no stranger to this. But I get up, dust myself off, notice the mistakes, try to do better, forgive myself, love myself, and move on. And you can do this now. I mean, what better time is there to declare that you're going to finally love yourself unconditionally, regardless of the fact that you're human, you're going to make mistakes. I mean, if you can't do it for you, then I probably shouldn't do it for me. So you might say, well, it's good for her to love herself, but I have a harder time. I make just as many mistakes as you do every damn day. But you get up, you dust yourself off, you try to do better, you try to learn from those experiences, and you love yourself anyway, right? I know, Tab B, and listen, I totally hear you. Tab B said, the Virgo in me doesn't want to accept that I'm not perfect. I know it's hard. I'm not a Virgo, so I've never thought I was perfect. I'm a Leo, so I always think I'm fun, but I definitely know that I'm not perfect. I'm like sometimes I'm a walking mistake. Right? I mean, if not now, when? And I'll tell you something, if you can't do this, don't think anybody else is going to be able to come and love you either. If you can't love yourself, no one else can do it. You have to go first. And if you sit around going, well, why don't people love me? Do you love you? Unconditionally? Hope so. Okay. Doesn't mean you shouldn't have high expectations of yourself. I have very high expectations of myself. I still screw up. But you have to love yourself. And your body knows if you love it or not. That's what autoimmune disease is. Did you know that? The reason that we have such rampant autoimmune disease on our planet right now is that people don't love themselves. They watch people on social media and they compare themselves and they beat themselves up and they think they should be perfect, but nobody's perfect. And so we have we have millions of people with these like mysterious autoimmune diseases that doctors don't understand, that we have no cures for. I mean, put the pieces together, you guys. We have a society of people who don't know how to love themselves because all we do is compare ourselves to other people. I mean, think about it. So we can cure autoimmune disease once we cure our lack of universal self-love. This is my journey too. I've had 3 autoimmune diseases in my life, and I'm in remission from all of them. But that's because I finally said, you know what? To myself, like, I'm going to love you anyway. Well, there's other things in the environment, but what triggers it is we're fighting ourselves. Autoimmune disease is when your body fights itself. I'm just saying, I'm just sharing, right? Okay. So, crystallize in your mind, if you are free, your life will look like what? I mean, imagine it. What would your day-to-day look like if you were free in your life? What would your conversations look like? What would your relationships look like? How would you be spending your time if you were free? Imagine it all in your mind as if it's happening. The key with new moon manifestation and intention setting is you have to imagine it as if it's already happening. So what does your freedom look like, smell like, taste like, sound like? What does liberation look like? And so in this moment, let's call in that vision of liberation in your life. And now I want you to ask yourself another very important question. What is holding you back from that liberation? We're setting an intention right now. What is holding you back from liberation? Cue siren. What's preventing it right now? And so at the new moon, we also do a lot of releasing work. So I want you to imagine releasing now any obstacles to your freedom. So that can be limiting beliefs, that can be a lack of prosperity, that can be a lack of support. We're releasing fear, releasing doubt, releasing, right? We let it go, let it go, let it go. All of the blockages, do you see how much it is fear in the feed? It's a lot of fear. Most people don't manifest because they're afraid of how much manifesting would change their lives, which is ironic, right? Because it's what you want. All right, so liberate yourselves from all those structures. May it be so. Oh, okay. Now are you ready for the next part of our ceremony? You can put your stones down. And so I want you to take your arrowhead. If you don't have your arrowhead, use a quartz point. If you don't have a quartz point, use your right index finger, okay? Because your right hand is your projecting hand, and you're going to project what you want into the world. So we need to use your right hand and hold your arrowhead in your right hand. So no more typing now. I'm putting you on timeout and typing because I want you to do something else. I want you to write your intentions now into the matrix, into the air around you. Cue siren. I'll teach you how to do this in just a second. We always send love to the sirens where we are. Okay, are you ready? So I want you to, whatever you have that you're going to use is perfectly fine. I'm using my arrowhead from our kit though. So I want you to imagine what your 3 intentions are for 2020. Now that you have released all your limitations and now that you have called in your freedom. So there's nothing holding you back now. No fear, no lack of support, no lack of money. I want you to imagine you have all the money you need. You still have to use your right hand even if you're left-handed because your right hand is your projecting hand. But thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. You can write on paper if you want, but there's something different about writing in the air. But if you want to be traditional with it, you can totally do that too. Now that you have released all limitations and you have everything you need to manifest what you seek, I want you to write into the air what your intentions are. Are you ready? I'm going to do mine too. And you can write just keywords or you can write whole sentences, but I want you to write your first one now. What is your intention? That was my first one. You done with your first one? Love it. May our first intention come to pass in perfect time and in full alignment with our highest good and the highest good of all that are on this planet at this time. Amen, aho, and so it is. Now let's write our second one. You ready? Push your intention into the matrix. Okay. May our second intention come to pass in perfect time, in a full alignment with our highest good and the highest good of all beings on this planet at this time. Amen, aho, and so it is. You ready for your third? And may your third intention come to pass in perfect time and in full alignment with your highest good and the highest good of all beings on this planet at this time. Amen, aho, and so it is. I feel like our birthday folks deserve an extra intention. You know what I'm going to do? Birthday folks, can you put an intention into the air for your birthday wish? And then what I'm going to write is, may all birthday wishes come to pass in perfect time and perfect form for each one of you. I really do wish you a beautiful birthday wish. Amen, aho, and so it is. I feel like we just blew out a birthday candle on your cake. Woo! Do it, Chan. Seriously, if you've got a birthday in this Sagittarius window and y'all know who you are, Daly just turned 50 yesterday. Happy half century to you. You're in the middle of your Chiron return. You feeling okay? 50 is a rough birthday just because of the Chiron return. 60 is a fun birthday because there's no major. I mean, you've got a second Saturn return to worry about, but Chris's birthday is on the 28th. Happy early birthday. You're right around the corner. Look at all of our Sagittarius folks. Love you. Happy birthday to you guys. Okay. Now, the last part of our ceremony tonight is the arrows. Wasn't that fun? Thank you, Mark. Aristine, I really appreciate that. Thank you for being here. I know. Jody's telling us to blow. Sounds kind of naughty, but I know what you mean. It's true, Stephen. He says, love is the answer. It's so easy to find. You know what I've found, though, Stephen? Like, don't you feel sometimes like it's important to continue looking for love? Because you find what you're looking for. Like, if you trust that you're going to find love, like, when you start looking for it, you find it, right? Aho to that. Happy birthday to you all. Okay, now, this is the most important part. Because that's Diana, right? She's got her bow and her arrows. And one of Diana's gifts, there's a statue of Diana right back there behind me. Do you see her? That's Diana, also known as Artemis. She is one of my favorite goddesses. I wasn't named for her, but I feel like my Sagittarian moon kind of aligns me with her. I'm so glad. Happy birthday to you, Daly. All right. I want you to pull your bow back, and I want you to... I'm going to pull my bow back, actually, with my left hand because I want to project. So I want you to focus in your mind's eye on what you really want to achieve this year. I've got some pretty specific goals. And if you do too, I want you to imagine taking a bow out of your quiver, and I want you to imagine, or an arrow out of your quiver, and I want you to imagine lining it up and envision that, close your eyes and envision that goal as if it's already happening, already coming to pass. You're celebrating, you're laughing about it, you're so excited, it's all happening for you, right? I want you to imagine it as if it's already happening today. Because in another dimension, your dreams have already come true. You might as well call it in here and enjoy it. So I want you to pull it back. I want you to aim your arrow. You ready? And I want you to let that arrow fly toward your first goal. Ready? And watch that arrow fly toward that objective that you have. Calling in all the physical, mental, emotional, financial resources that you need to make that dream come true. Again, in full alignment with your highest good and the highest good of the collective at this time. Amen, aho, and so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done. And now get your next arrow. You ready? What is it for you? I want you to get ready, and I want you to let that arrow fly tonight. Sending it toward that goal. Make it very specific. That's what the Sagittarian energy is. We're not messing around. We've got our details. And letting that arrow fly toward that objective now. And may this intention come to pass for you in perfect time and in full alignment with your highest good and the highest good of those who are on this planet at this time. Amen, aho, and so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done. And we give thanks. Now, think ahead, the whole year ahead. I mean, you might as well be dreaming big for 2020, right? Take that, says Adelie. Well, and that's okay. I love that. Mur said, shot mine into the backyard because I have to finish building this fence. Good. I mean, you can have a smaller goal like that to finish your fence, or you can have a bigger goal to like completely change every aspect of your life, right? And it's okay. sometimes the more defined ones are actually the ones that manifest faster because the energy is a little bit cleaner and it's a little more confined and defined, right? So third arrow, ready? Pulling it back. Release that arrow. Calling in all of the physical, mental, emotional, and financial resources that you need to achieve all of these goals, including this one. May the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, the perfect people, the perfect money, the perfect everything align itself completely in support of your goals and dreams, and this intention in particular. And may this intention come to pass in perfect time and in full alignment with your highest good and the highest good of all on this planet at this time. Amen, aho, and so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done. And we give thanks. And sometimes what's really helpful for manifestation, you guys, you know how on the news, like on CNN, they have a ticker? It's like a running headline at the bottom of the screen. Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe you don't watch things like that, but they have like a running headline at the bottom that just is constantly going. That's how I do manifestation. I just have a constantly running ticker of my intentions. So no matter what else is happening in my day on the new moon, that ticker keeps going. And it's just my 3 intentions over and over and over again. And when you fall asleep tonight, watch the ticker. Just over. The more you see it, the more you say it, the more you write it, the more you believe in it, the more you send it energy, the more you trust in it, the more you program your crystals to support it. Every time you send energy, visually, mentally, writing it down, whatever, you feed it. It's like fertilizing it. That's why it's not a one and done, right? Like when they say, the school closures, like that little running ticker. I really want you to do it. You may think I'm crazy as the day is long. I have manifested a lot in my life. So what I'm teaching you tonight, these are all the things that I do. I don't have separate tips that are like secret that I don't share with people. Because I'll tell you a secret, and it took me a while to learn this. And really hear me on this for a minute, okay? I'm coaching you now. There was a time in my life where I felt like if everybody else manifested what they want, somehow there wouldn't be as much for me. And there was a time in my life when it was hard for me to get excited about other people's dreams. I don't know what I was thinking. But I think I thought that like if you got everything you wanted, that somehow I wouldn't be able to also get what I want. You know what I mean? Like there's a pie and there's only 8 slices. So if you get 2 slices, then I can only have. Let me tell you the secret to all of it. Here's what I have learned. Cue siren. And this is really true, you guys. If you make your dreams come true, if everything that you want comes to pass, it actually blesses me. And if I achieve everything that I desire, it blesses you. It isn't 1 + 1 = 2. It's 2 + 2 = 1,000. Do you know what I'm saying? That's right, Jesse, it's beautiful. Jesse said it's called the lack matrix, right? There's an infinite pie. There's endless numbers of slices for all of us. Sorry, you guys, there must be a fire or something. There's a lot of sirens tonight. But it's really true. And so every time someone tells you what they're wishing on, wish it hard for them. I want all of you to get what you seek. I really do. Because you're here to manifest your soul's purpose. And the more you do that, man, it blesses me, it blesses my neighbors, it blesses everybody around you. When you don't get what you seek, I suffer too, because you're here to do certain things and I need you to do them. I need you to do it as your soul sister. I need you to do it as your community member. You know, I need you to do what you need to do. So I wish for you all the money you need. I wish for you all the support that you need. I think the faster you can make your dreams come true, the better. I hope it all happens for you as fast as it possibly can. And when it happens, I'm going to be right there to celebrate with you. I want this to happen for you. This is my growth, by the way. Because again, I would say in my 20s and even in my 30s, I was kind of like, well, but if she does that, then, you know, and it was just like, I don't know where I was in my headspace, but I have learned. that the more you create, the better my world is, the better my kids' world is. And so I want you to have everything that you desire. And because I want that with an open heart, it allows me to show up and give you some tools and some tips and some techniques. And I'm also sending huge love to you tonight, because your joy is my joy and your sadness is also my sadness, because we're all connected in this matrix, right? May all that you seek come to you. Oh, I really do. Great Spirit, let's bring it for everybody this year. May 2020 be the year when you really learn to appreciate magic and trust that it's real, because you'll have proof, I think, as all of these intentions come to pass. And thank you. I'm feeling that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if my dreams come to pass, what I'm working on right now, my community is going to benefit. I mean, directly. So it's like, it is a gift for somebody else. My dreams are never just about me, and I bet yours aren't either, right? Like, I'm trying to create things for Sage Goddess, which ultimately is about creating things for you guys. Places for you to come and visit and experience things and enjoy and manifest and grow and learn. You know, I'm trying to create those things. It's not like some selfish vision, and I don't think yours are too. Most of us, when we manifest, we really do want to help the world, and we really do want to create beauty for other people, right? Aho. I just so appreciate you guys, and I believe in your magic as much as I believe in my own. Thanks, you guys. It's true. Is it Adon? Said, the world needs my joy. Cheers to your joy, Adon. The whole world does need your joy. And Shanora's joy, and Elizabeth's joy, and Liana's joy, and Annette's joy, and Stephanie Ann's joy, and Priscilla Ocasio's joy, and Gentry Canona's joy, and Sharon Westline's joy. Okay. You feel good? You set your intentions, your arrows are out, and you're ready to rock and roll and loaded and locked. I love you guys. I believe in you. I have always believed in you. And it is really true. When you come to me and say, oh my God, Athena, it's happened. It's like, just tears of joy. We're all here to help each other and then to go home together, right? It's really good stuff, you guys. So let's release it's got like a little tingle up my spine. Let's release the guardians of the gateways. Thank you so much for attending us in ceremony this evening on this beautiful new moon in Sagittarius, helping us to realize that if you feel limits, they're in your head. The universe is not a limited place. There's enough money, time, energy, love, support, encouragement for you, for me, and for everybody else. Limitations are in your head. Oh. So guardians of the lower world, thank you for anchoring us from below. Thank you for helping us plug into that big power matrix of our planet. We release you tonight with gratitude. And guardians of the middle world, thank you for our connection to each other, this sacred community, this here and now moment. Thank you for this week of Thanksgiving here in the United States. Thank you for helping us engage a spirit of gratitude. Thank you for helping us support and love each other more deeply, because we need each other now more than ever. We need each other. I can't do this work without you. I mean, I just can't. So we all need each other. It's all hands on deck. Thank you, guardians of the middle world, for helping us to realize this and to begin to work together more collaboratively to make this world a more beautiful place. We release you with gratitude. Guardians of the upper world, the angelic and akashic gateways, the star gateways, thank you for watching over us. Thank you for infusing us with sacred and divine wisdom. Thank you for blessing us with angelic guidance and protection. We release you with gratitude. Guardians of the North, thank you for your patience and your steady presence. Thank you for not losing patience with us as we learn. Thank you for teaching us to slow down. Thank you for helping us to relax and rest this week, some of us. We release you with gratitude. Guardians of the West, thank you for this sweet, beautiful connection and kinship that we share. Thank you for this emotional healing tonight that we're all experiencing together. Thank you for helping us to heal old mindsets and limited beliefs that we know aren't true. And thank you for helping us move past any perceived limitations to a new level of divine possibility in our lives. We thank you and we release you with gratitude. Guardians of the South, thank you for lighting up that fire gateway tonight. Thank you for this beautiful fiery new moon. Thank you for the courage it takes to be authentic. Thank you for helping us live an authentic life where we speak our truth without fear. Thank you for bringing us courage and stamina to get through the challenges of our lives and to rise above them with grace. We release you with gratitude. And thank you, Guardians of the East. What a beautiful new doorway we just walked through. Can you imagine living from this place? And what a blessing you're going to be to other people in your life. When you're like, no, there's no limitations. You got to believe there's possibility, there's magic. Most people don't ever hear that. If you can start to echo that drumbeat, we can create a new paradigm on this planet that will heal everything about where we are right now and prepare a better future ahead of us and for the next generation too. So Guardians of the East, we just thank you. Thank you for the blessings that are already on their way. Thank you for opening this new doorway. Thank you for creating space around us so that we can advance and grow and develop in a new way. We release you with gratitude. And with that, this beautiful new moon ceremony is complete. Okay. Now, I have a very, very, very special opportunity for everybody. So, anybody, and this is including everybody who's online now and everybody who will watch later, I've been really feeling called all day, but I wanted to wait till the end of our time together tonight to announce this. So I'm going to offer a 1-hour New Year reading to one person who shops on sagegoddess.com tonight. But you only have from now until midnight, and you have to say reading in your notes. If you've already shopped today and you're all done, don't worry about it. Leave it for somebody else. But if you do shop on sagegoddess.com tonight for Diviana perfume, which is from this kit that we restocked, or the New Moon labradorite hearts that I charged in ceremony, if you say reading in your notes, I'm going to choose one of you tomorrow, and you're gonna win. I don't do private readings anymore. You're going to win a 1-hour reading with me on the phone live, not recorded, all about 2020 for you. And the only thing I ask is I want to be able to pull your natal chart. So before your reading, you're going to have to send me your birth date. I'm going to interpret your entire astrological chart. I'm going to give you an entire breakdown of all your major planets, new moon, or your moon sign, your sun sign, your rising sign, your Chiron placement to understand your wounding. I'm going to look at Pluto, which is about your shadow. I'm going to teach you all about the different houses in your chart and where the activity is. And then you and I are going to talk about 2020. And I will be giving you a little insight, a little channeled insight into what's ahead for you next year. When I did readings, they were $250 an hour. I don't do them anymore. So this is a $250 free gift. You have to say reading in your notes. And again, if you already shopped, you don't need it. This is whoever is gonna need this is probably primed and ready to go. There's no minimum, like you can just get the perfume or just a heart or just a tumbled stone or whatever. There are items on sagegoddess.com for like $2, and everything is 19% off with code 19feast. Is it feast 19 or it's feast 19? Sorry about that. So somebody's going to win a free reading with me worth $250. And so you just have to say reading in your notes. Happy shopping. There's all beautiful new products on the website. And so find something that tickles your fancy. And then when you place your order, not here in the feed, but when you place your order on sagegoddess.com, say reading in your notes. And then what the team will do is bring me copies of those orders tomorrow. I'm going to flip through them, choose a winner, and then we'll announce on our event page for tonight. I will announce the winner so that you can all congratulate that person. And I can't wait to read for you. So remember, if you win, the perfume's called Diviana, tonight's perfume. And by the way, what you might want to purchase tonight is next month's new moon kit. Next month is the Capricorn new moon for success. And those tools are in the shop. By the way, whoop, of course I just dropped it on the floor. Let me show you. In next month's New Moon kit, there's a star sapphire. Did you see that? We've never put star sapphires in a New Moon kit, but that is one of the stones in your kit next month. Isn't that gorgeous? So anyway, the New Moon kit for next month would be good. Diviana perfume from tonight's kit would be good. The Labradorite hearts that I charged here in the classroom today would be good. Anything you choose is good, and just put reading in your notes. Good luck! I've only done 4 readings this entire year, so it's a really special opportunity. And you will learn everything there is to know about your natal chart and also what it predicts for you for 2020. So good luck, everybody. You have until midnight, so don't rush, but you have 5 hours to enter, and then tomorrow we'll come back and announce the winner. It's probably the best enter to win I've done all year. So good luck, everybody. Sharon's a Cap rising, so next month is your moon. Get ready for that. If you've wanted to set intentions for success, next month's new moon is all about it. Tonight was freedom. Next month is achievement. Can't wait to see what that looks like for us. You're so welcome, you guys. All right, good luck. We'll announce the winner tomorrow. I'm excited to see who it is. I love reading, so I'm excited for anybody that I get to talk to on the phone for an hour. Just remember when you win to send us in, we need your birth date, the day and the month, the time down to the minute, and the location where you were born. And then I will run your chart and tell you everything you need to know. Oh, I love that. Vanya said the first thing she looked for on the website was a reading. Isn't that funny? I used to do readings. I retired from them about 6 years ago, but I do love doing readings. And so I can't wait to channel for you and see what comes through. I love you too, Cecilia. Thank you all for being here tonight. What a sweet, sweet, sweet blessing to experience this new moon with you, especially because it's my new moon, so it felt extra special. I will look forward to seeing you guys very soon. Enjoy your Thanksgiving if you're celebrating, and just know that you will be one of the things I am expressing gratitude for at my holiday table this year. We'll see you very soon. Good luck, everybody.